if you opened my head and looked into it, I would be walking in a dark night full of neon lights and full moon.
Right, welcome back to the second episode of Insane Creators Official. And I'm really excited because Reza is back and we're gonna talk about his art and who he is as an artist. My name is Roy and I'm really looking forward to this conversation. So,
Me too.
My friend,
Yes.
tell me something about yourself. Who are you as an artist and what is your style? What is your feeling about creating and why? How did you come up this path?
Yeah, coming up this path of photography, I can say it was kind of an accident. I honestly, to tell you the story in more specifics, I always wanted to start this photography thingy. But one day I was like, I had, I think, €1,000 saving.
Yeah.
As a student, that's a lot. And I was like, I could book a vacation or let's see. And then I was in town and then I was like, okay, what am I going to do? But there was a second-hand photography store in Enschede back in the days.
Nice.
I passed by and I was like, okay, I know a little bit already. So I went in and checked in and I bought myself a Canon 5D, the classic.
Okay, nice.
The classic, not Mark II.
And it was back in when? About? What year?
2010.
Okay.
Something like that.
10-ish.
Yeah, 10-ish. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe 11. I don't know. The camera was so ancient it couldn't even record video. To be honest, it was just photo, and I think it was like 10 megapixels. But it was amazing, full frame,
Oh,
very
okay,
important.
nice.
And it was with the lens 24-70, the original, f4, not f2.8. And then what's funny is that that was the turning point. I was like, I'm starting.
You're sold.
I'm starting. And then 2013, it was actual business in practice. Like so,
Okay. Yeah.
like 13 years ago, by the Chamber of Commerce, I registered and I started making money. Finally, not money, but making money a little bit. And
You were proceeding.
yeah,
and-
exactly.
and
It's
growing. Yeah.
yeah. So that's how it started. But
Cool.
in the beginning, I would just accept assignments because I was not confident. Like, oh yeah, okay, I can shoot that. But there were sometimes people asking for stuff like weddings. I was like, I cannot shoot. I cannot risk that with one camera, stuff like that. So a lot of times I talked myself out of opportunities. Yes, that's
Okay.
that's a regret I have. But the more and more confident I got, I was like, okay, I really want to create.
And how long
style.
did it take for you to get confident? Like
2-3 years.
2-3 years.
2-3 years
Oh,
minimum.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think it was 2016-17 that I was finally like, I had a client sheet ready, everything. It was finally formed as a structured business.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a business officially, but it was not because it takes time to understand everything, especially if you're first a student, you don't have time. And then at the same time, you have to understand, like as an immigrant especially, you have to understand how the system works here, and everything is in Dutch. Back then I didn't speak Dutch, so it was a lot of challenges. That's why it took long.
Was it hard for you to get used to the culture and everything, to feel confident to shoot?
Not necessarily culture, but I think the paperwork really sets me off a lot of times to this day.
Oh yeah.
That's one of my, I would say, general complaints, but in life. I don't like paperwork. I'm an artist. I really don't want to get that much paperwork involved in my business anyway, but you have to do it because, especially if you're a one-man business, you really have no choice.
No.
You really need to get it done or get an accountant. But even if you have an accountant, at the end of the day, you are the brain behind your business.
Of course. Yeah.
Accountant can just do your tax numbers. That's it.
No. Yeah. Exactly.
That's it. Your business plan, your goals, your everything else, your plannings, everything else.
What was for you the turning point
In what?
In your success and in your art when you like started also creating the things you had in mind? Because when you are creating art in the beginning, when I was doing it, I was like, I want to do this, but I didn't have the skill for it. So I failed enormously many times before I get the hang of it and started to have some feeling of it and success, you know?
Yeah.
And what was for you the turning point after a long time of practicing and developing your skills for you to create your art and create your stuff and become really like a pro right now, like how you are doing it right now?
I would say the turning point would be for me, at some point I got bored of client work.
Yeah.
Every time it was a different. Someday you have to shoot a hamburger, someday you have to shoot a wedding, someday you have to, but the general structure is always the same. And it's unfortunately a lot of clients are not really open to risks, understandably, or different views, different takes on things, you know. So if you have a portrait, especially for a client that already has an idea, you can't really force your idea, and you shouldn't, of course. You can always talk about it, but people are skeptical. Yeah. So that was my turning point. I was like, okay, I'm bored with this.
Yeah, I can relate to that because if you buy an iPhone, for example, you know you get the iPhone.
Yeah.
And when you create for clients, they don't know what they get. Yeah. They think they know what they get. Yeah. But you have to be really specific. So, yeah, the expectations are in the right way.
I agree. Yeah. That is. So I always had this kind of ideas like surreal, and like Dali, the painter. I always is one of my favorite artists of all time. Shout out.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
And so it was always those kind of worlds, even the animations I used to watch or movies, stuff like that. It was always those kind of worlds that always captivate me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I always wished I could create those worlds because it's so different when you create it yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You can enjoy a movie or enjoy a painting or enjoy a photography, but it's so different when you are the creator.
Yeah, exactly. You have to start from scratch, right?
Start from scratch, especially because you want to be original.
Yeah.
Of course you can get inspired. Of course. I don't think any art is original anymore. It's just always inspired, and that's totally fine. You can find your originality in inspired by different styles. Put them together.
Yeah, and in this way you create your own style.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then you will find a way eventually.
What is your style? Can you tell me something about who you are as a artist in your style? Like where are your ideas from? Where do you get your inspiration from?
So I always tell this to people who ask this. It's like if you open my head and looked into it, I would be walking in a dark night full of neon lights and full moon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what's happening in my head. So I always like to create dreamy worlds, even before sleep.
Oh, wow.
When I close my eyes, I really want to walk somewhere weird and nice and
cool,
colorful.
Yeah.
So even as a child, I had this idea, like I would close my eyes. I was actually really happy to close my eyes and
dream,
shut everything down, and walk into my own realm.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So that always was the thing behind that turning point. Basically.
Are you also, when you walk through the city, like dreaming and see the lights and like fantasizing about things?
Yes, especially if it's, let's say if it's a foggy night, I have to go for a walk.
Oh yeah.
It silence everything else, and you have your own bubble, hazy bubble, that you can let your imagination go wild.
Yeah.
Because your field of view is up to your imagination.
Is this also those nights or those mornings?
Yeah.
Are those places the places you get inspiration from, or also
yes, absolutely,
from movies or something else, or?
I would say from everything, but what really has I'm not a gamer. I'm not the biggest gamer at all. I played a few games. I don't really like gaming like that. But there were like few games that could take me to those worlds. Few movies that could take me to those worlds. Like I would say one of my favorite movies would be Ghost in the Shell.
Okay.
The anime, not necessarily the movie. The movie is a bit different than my expectation. But
Yeah, but you also created an art piece because of this movie, right?
Yes,
Can you tell
yes.
us why and how did you come up with it?
So this anime I watched probably 1,000 times.
I will put the art piece in here right now, so you
Yes.
know where we are talking about.
Yeah, so the anime, if you show that first, is from 1994, if I'm not mistaken. It's about a cyborg that contemplating life and what is soul, what is a soul at all, and what does it mean to be human. And it's like a major or a police agent that is fully cyborg except her brain, and
Cool.
even her brain is kept on artificial life. So, but she feels human, just like she was before. So but she has a voice in her head that talks to her, and she doesn't know what is that voice. And at the end of the day, everybody can think about that. Everybody can relate to that voice because you always have this voice in your head that talks to you.
Yeah.
Anyways, the movie is really in depth. There's a lot of nice videos on it. But I had this singer that came to me. We were brainstorming ideas, and we actually talked about my favorite movie, of course.
Yeah.
And then from the brainstorming, luckily, she was very open to the ideas, and she wanted me to completely go free. The only thing she wanted is that the name of my single is the Spiegel, which is mirror in English.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show my stage personality is different from my life, general everyday life.
Yeah. Okay.
On the stage, I have to dress up and be like that, but in the real life, I'm just a human.
She lives two worlds.
Sort of, yes. So
Yeah.
it's when you have big shows and you have to dress up, and you don't really interact with people, you have to perform.
Yeah, exactly.
But on the real life, you're just a human.
Yeah.
Just another human.
Some
And
people forget, like they see the artist,
Yeah.
like the singer, the performer,
Yeah.
and they forget that it's an act. It's something they perform,
Yeah.
and they are also a person, like private person, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, and that was when I told her, like, I have this idea.
Wow. Yeah.
If we fail, we fail. But if we succeed, I promise, I guarantee you will get a nice art piece from it. She was
Nice.
completely open. She's amazing. I really love her art too as a singer.
What is her name? Then we can also get
Her name is Kimm.
And her art-
Kimm.
also on the Spotify or
Yes. She
Also
she's
Kimm?
It's Kimm, yeah.
Okay.
Kimm. She's amazing, really. Like, big shout out. And her voice is really clean and nice. Even I, as a non-singer, can see that. So she was very open to the idea, and then she also has a fashion designer, and he designed the yellow dress.
the
that you see
dress?
there,
Yeah.
But I added to it in post-production, of course.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, the photo is not a photo; it's a photo manipulation. It's a combo of multiple photos,
And you did take the photos of her in the yellow dress and in the white dress
yes,
twice, and then you
4 times.
edited in this world you also created.
yes. The
And-
world is created from scratch. I have on my Instagram the whole process, like how I created it out of scratch,
Yeah.
because I couldn't find deep waters that were clean enough
Yeah.
to. However,
But did you take photos of the water and of the clouds, or how did you take it on the water?
what we did is, like, in the beginning, we put out like a table here in the studio, and then I had to photograph her one time for the face, one time for the upper curve of the body, one time for the lower curve of the body,
Wow. Yeah.
and one time with the dress hanging because she's floating.
Yeah.
right? So,
there's-
5 times actually, and one time for the hair with details because I needed that texture later.
Yeah.
On top of that, the same process for the other side. for the other photo. And then I tried so many different things with stock photos for under the ocean or under. None of it was what I wanted. So there was a huge headache, basically.
Big challenge because
everything else was ready and I knew what to do.
Wow.
I just didn't know what to do now that I don't have water, because when you get stock photos, first of all, they're not high quality.
Yeah, exactly.
They're JPEG. And even if you get a hand on a raw file, it's a lot of times dirty. This is not the raw files that you really want to work with. So I basically painted it in Photoshop. I created it in Photoshop. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And it was layers upon layers, and then you have to add the lights and test and fail and test and fail and test and fail.
Just for the people who watch, this was before AI era.
This was before AI, and I have the whole process online, like in a time lapse video.
What is your Instagram?
That is jpstudio.art.
All right. Nice.
jp.studio.art. And I'm sorry. Again, I'm not so good with Instagram, but I put some stuff there.
Yeah, exactly. And also, Reza has a lot of awesome pieces on Insync Creators. I will put the link also down below.
Thank you.
So you can check your piece, and if you like, you can purchase one.
Yeah.
And nice, man. So yeah.
And basically, the whole idea was to create that scene from that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Where she goes under the water and start to flow up when she hears the voice. If you've seen the anime, if not, please watch it. I'm pretty sure, especially if you like anime.
What was her reaction when she saw the image?
I can be honest. If she's watching, she was blown away.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Even I was very happy I could pull it off, because at the end I was like,
overworked.
This water texture is killing me. Yeah. It's like to create it from scratch.
What I really like about you is you are a very conceptual artist.
Yes, I am. Yes.
And you have to really look at your pieces, and then you can find your own story in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can relate to it
happy.
in a different way in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What did you think when you?
Yeah, I was more thinking about, when I saw this photo, I was thinking about myself. Like when I'm also in my creative space, I can really be dreamy, and people can talk to me, but I don't listen. I can react, but I don't know what I react, because I'm in this.
Just
you
smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Yeah, but because I'm just like in my headspace, just puzzling my art or my story together and thinking about those kind of things, you know. And the other side is I'm also really straightforward with things. I want to do this, let's do it. Bam! I can be really, really be like 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that was also when you told me this story. I was like, this is something I could relate to in my own way. I'm
happy to hear that.
Yeah, that was really cool. And also another art piece I really like from you, and you also told me some stuff about it, but it inspired me a lot. Is the girl who was
holding the lamp.
Yes. I know it's a little bit a switch at the moment.
No, this is.
But I really want to talk about this.
Yes.
Can you please take me and the people who are watching us with you in this story?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the art piece, by the way, so you can see it.
Yeah, I will. I don't really know where to begin with it, but this art piece is really close to my heart, because I did it with a really good friend of mine. I consider her family. Like, she's really like a sister I've never had, and she's like the most kind person you can imagine.
Okay.
Hands down, nobody is close to this lady, and she's always out there helping everyone. Honestly, I've never seen her stop. You know, and sometimes I'm
inspired.
Inspired and envious. Yeah. However, the story is like her name is Elisa, and she's deaf. Although that means nothing to her. Like, she goes about life super dedicated, chill. She's very accomplished. All that.
How did you get to know her?
Well, I did my internship with her.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I did my internship with her, and my first internship was she had a media company, Elisa Media, and then we became friends after the internship.
Oh, wow. She's entrepreneur and deaf.
Yes, entrepreneur
amazing.
and a very accomplished, very nice person too. That's the most important. She's really an amazing human being. Everybody should know somebody like her in their lives. However, unfortunately, she had a rough path in her life. She told me a lot of stories that I'm gonna keep them confidential.
Yeah, of course. But yeah.
But the stories were like difficult stories.
Yeah.
And at some point, she wanted to break the chain, break the pattern, and be somebody she's proud to be, and also like just break this pattern of unluckiness.
Yeah.
Let's say. So we decided. I had this idea in mind when I heard the story for a long time, but eventually.
So she told you a lot of stories what was really rough.
Yeah, and
really
she's a friend, so I know the stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and then
it's not like a one session. She came and told me the stories. No, it's
but
like
after a while, after a story, you just had a moment like of inspiration, or when did you get the idea?
the idea was like when I realized she finally broke that pattern, and I realized the story, and then we wanted to work together. So I was like, I think we both were like, shall we put this in a photo? I said yes. So actually, she found a spot in the woods, and then we went there together, and we found this like pathway in the forest. You can see it in the photo. Although the photo is very edited and was more like a fantasy world now, but you can still see the pathway that coming out of darkness.
Yeah.
And she's carrying her own light, and the path ends at some point, but she's on the edge and she's going, and she's also holding a luggage full of light. It's very, very symbolic.
The luggage of all things you went through.
All the things she went through, and she never let her light die off.
Nice. She always stayed optimistic.
She always stayed true to herself. She always stayed optimistic, and she never let her soul to die.
Wow.
Because of all those dark stories. And I think we had this concept for a long time, and then once the weather was good, we went for it. I think I have a video of this also on my Instagram, like how it's made. But what she's wearing is her wedding dress.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was blue.
Okay.
But because of what I had in mind, and also partly because of I wanted the colors to stay warmer, in contrast to the background, I decided to switch the color blue, and then add the light elements and dark elements.
Yeah.
Basically describe you can break out of darkness if you have your own light. Why not?
Yeah, it's also an inspiration just to take your own courage and break the chain. Sometimes it's hard, but have to turn into another path, right?
Your old ways die here.
Yeah, exactly.
From now on, you enter in a new world, and you have your own, and you always have your own. So protect yourself.
Yeah.
And carry your own light.
Those stories, what you are telling me, those two, is this also something you're always looking for to express? Because you're telling stories of people who inspire you. Is this also your way of your art? Or do you also have your own stories you want to tell?
No, but that's a very good question. I don't think it's like every time that I have the chance to have somebody with a great story to photograph and also add my vision to it. You know what I mean? It should be both sides agreeing to it. However, everything I create has a part of me in it.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if the story belongs to somebody else or not, has a part of me in it. Like in the first photo, it's my favorite movie at the end of the day. That put into this. Or the second one is my idea of her life. She liked it.
How you interpret.
How I interpret it. And also I have some other arts that are just like simple portraits, but with my touch. So if I have the opportunity and if the client or the model is open to ideas, I would always like to leave a piece of me in it.
Nice.
Like,
I think also this is something where art is about.
yeah,
Because when you are the artist and translate stories,
yeah,
you are the artist. You have to come something. You lift something.
yeah,
And if it's a movie or something else, I think that's also the core of art.
absolutely.
And I think I have much respect from you
Thank
for you because I really like your art and also
Likewise.
your feel of your how you do and approach your things. So
Likewise.
yeah, I'm really glad we can do this together, and
Yes.
you're a part of Insane Creators.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Happy about that.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
Do you want to? I want to end it right now. Do you have something you want to add or to tell something specific about yourself, or something else you want to tell to the people who are listening or watching?
Not necessarily. Just don't get discouraged.
Yeah.
That's it.
Keep the light on.
It attacks me every day too. I'm just fighting it. Discouraged. Negative energies have a lot of negative thoughts. Have a lot of energy.
Oh,
So,
nice. Yeah.
Just it's important.
Keep
to
yourself positive and healthy.
Keep
Yeah.
yourself positive, especially as an artist. You will go through tough times that you think nobody appreciates you, nobody understands, or you just don't have the money for it, or all this stuff. Just
But that's just a
going.
thought, I think.
it's a thought. Yeah.
Because you think you are not people don't understand you.
Yeah.
It's also because you maybe cannot express yourself in another way, or in a podcast like this,
Yeah.
or in only through your art what people might not get. But I think we should maybe invest some more time in this subject, maybe another episode, because
I
it's
agree.
very interesting.
I agree.
And I think a lot of artists go through this. Never thought about this, but maybe
this is
we
a
will.
good transition to the next episode.
Yes, and well, that's
Yeah.
been said.
Yeah, but thank you for your time.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed Reza's story and the story of Insane Creators. And if you are an artist, we are just starting out right now, so please go check the website, and
Yeah,
maybe you want to be part in Insane Creators as well, and maybe I see you in this podcast as well. It also can be an online podcast, so just go to the become an artist part, and maybe we will join you in the community. For now, I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like, and put an awesome comment like Insane Creators below, and see you in the next episode.
yes, thank you. Goodbye.